Hey, Obias checking in here. So I finally watched Squid Game Season 2, and I see why this joint took 3 years to produce. Each episode was like a movie. From the major search for the lunatic recruiter to the final shootout that ended with a cliffhanger, each episode was a banger. The fact it's Netflix's most watched show, but this season only had 7 episodes, kinda threw me off. So I looked into it, and apparently, after the first season's worldwide success, the director was given the green light for another season, and the story they put together included a third and final season. The final season is scheduled to drop next year since it was written and produced during the same time as season 2. In an interview with Deadline, the director stated, "I wrote seasons 2 and 3 at the same time, and we were in production for both simultaneously, and currently we are in the post-production process for season 3. When I was writing the script for the 2 seasons, I felt like there was a big turning point or inflection point, and that was the end of episode 7, so I thought it would do it justice to have a separate season after that. That's why I had first 7 episodes as season 2 and then the rest of season 3. Episode 7 was definitely a major turning point of no return. After Gi-hun's attempts to convince everyone to vote to end the games failed, he felt his only option was to try and end it by force by leading an armed assault, and that ended with his best friend's death, all while he was being manipulated by the front man to crush his spirit. In an interview with USA Today, the director explained the reason behind the cliffhanger. He stated, "Gi-hun has a huge sense of loss, defeat, and guilt weighing on him. He is just filled with complete utter loss and guilt after all his attempts to stop the games fail. I thought that was an adequate ending to give closure to the second season." He also stated it's really a showdown between the frontman and Gi-hun that's at the heart of the plot. The frontman wants to make sure he brings down Gi-hun's purpose and completely obliterates the man and crushes his spirit. One of my favorite lines from the movie Gladiator was, "He has to kill your name before he kills you." And that's exactly what's going on here. Gi-hun is known as the last game's winner that's been the voice of reason, trying to save everyone. If he becomes emotionally unstable, he'll be unable to lead the people, and they'll lose faith in him, which would open the door for a greedy player willing to commit evil acts to take over as the voice of the group that they will all listen to. The episode ended with a lot of unanswered questions like, will he be killed for leading a rebellion or be tossed back into the game with the fork assassins? Also, will the other players who were a part of the rebellion be spared? And if the games do continue, who will survive the deadly games and the murderous nights? Cause death by dinner fork was definitely the season's most gruesome way to go out. As for season 3, there's still 3 games to be played, so I think the series will take an even more dark direction since the majority of players still breathing are willing to kill and vote to keep the game in motion. And since they're down to kill each other to eliminate competition and stack the cash, I can definitely see a free-for-all deathmatch going down sometime next season. The director also revealed season 3 will feature the rich VIPs that are funding the Squid Games. He stated, "You will get to see the VIPs in the 3rd season. They're coming. They're on the way. Their chopper is flying over to the island now." Next season, I think they'll throw Gi-hun back into the game, hoping he's traumatized enough to fail and lose his life during a game, but I think he'll pull himself together. The fact that the VIPs are pulling up opens an opportunity for him to expose them if he can come up with another plan, or if his team somehow find a way to track him down. Since seasons 1 and 2 were written together, I think this series could end the same way the season started, with a game of Russian roulette, but this time between Gi-hun and the frontman. Yo, Netflix, that would be raw as hell if it ended that way. This is one of the few shows I'm actually down to read subtitles the whole way through, because it's just that dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and run season 2 for mics. I'm looking forward to the next one. Y'all let me know what you thought about the video and the season in the comments below. I'm only responding to subscriber comments moving forward though, so lock in with me and I'm gonna get up with y'all on the next video, alright? Holla at me.
You hypnotized off the hatred. Deep down, you don't wanna see us make it. Deep down, you'd rather see us in the basement.